Oh my god, hello friends. It's just me. Just kidding. He literally joined. He's so late. This is my co-host.
Hello.
Fucking disgusting. Oh wait, demonetized, right? Hey
Perfect timing.
friends.
Yeah, you ruined it all now.
Welcome back to another Couch Cat stream. This is our weekly SimpleMMO stream that we do it twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. US Eastern Standard Time. But today's special. Every Thursday, or at least we try to every Thursday, we discuss our seasonal guild leaderboard, of course, presented by us here at Couch Cat, where guilds in the top 25 slot compete. And it's amazing. It's not boring at all. But did you guys know that there was a huge guild change? But we'll get into that. We'll get into that later. I'm Paisen, that's Crazy Fi. And he already said hello because he came in late. And hello, chat. Let's get the chat, dude. Ping. Cutie says ping the live stream when I've already pinged it in the Discord.
Ping everywhere.
And I also, in the SimpleMMO Discord server, doesn't ping anymore. It's a announcement channel. So like if no one subscribes to it, it's useless to us. Anyway, chat, what's going on? We got Father Canopy here. Welcome. Kim Church is here. Ice was here. That's true. Ice was here. I don't know where Ice went. Lockness is here. Shout out to Lockness, by the way. Buying 4 cups. Why is Siri on my watch? Buying 4 cups of coffee. And she says, still waiting for that black sweater. Well, boy, do I have good news for you, because the new store that we're probably going to release in a week or two, we still haven't decided, it has a black sweater on there. I designed it specifically.
Yeah, I have it. It's great.
Yeah, that's the black hoodie, but I think specifically she's
enough.
looking for a sweater.
Sweater. Got it. Yeah.
I can't leave Lockness out like that.
Of course not.
My headphones are so like squeaky on my head. I freaking hate it. Chul's here. What's up, Chul? From Beyblade. He's a little baby. Tuna's here. Tuna from Golden Arrows, the one true archer guild. Can you say that? Guild of Archers? Is that better? Matisto's back. Good to see you. Kimchers, my lovely wife and mod, is here, who will ban anyone. Whoever I say, she'll ban. So if Dill shows up, be prepared. Dark is here. Good to see Dark. Fred, I saw Fred messing with Trevor earlier. Fred, you little ding dong. Shout out to our YouTube mod, who I don't know if he plays the game or not. You ask him and he says he quit, but he's here. So it's hard to tell. But good to see you. Ace is here. Good shout out to Ace. If you missed it, he was on our last stream on Tuesday, and he did a very good job of stepping up and doing a impromptu interview when we had no one. So that's good.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, it's good. Hold on, I'll go all the way to the top. Who was first? Who's the first? It was Trevor. Shout out to Trevor, and then James. Shout out to James. And Dagon was here, but Dagon's taking a nap. And then, of course, Nowry. Sub Nowry.
Dill showed up to the chat.
Oh, Dill, hello. Dungeons and Seasons. Thank you, Dill. I mean, finally confirmed from someone on staff, or at least we all think is staff. Acts like staff. Yeah, I saw that, Dill. You can't say that to my wife. She'll ban you. Who else? Mr. Fridge. Mr. Fridge. Oh, Alex here. Alec, are you sure you should be showing yourself with the way Elysium's doing? Are you sure, brother? It's good to see you. All right. So before we get into everything, I just wanted to bring up that a couple updates dropped earlier regarding the guild and some big things. Guild task, Crazy Fi, don't have a time limit anymore.
Huge for us retirement guilds.
But PowerPoints decay faster.
Terrible for our retirement guilds.
By a day. Yeah. So I was like reading that. I was like, oh, this is looking good. And then I was like, oh, okay. Well, if you read really quickly, you miss that. Because it's not in bold.
Yeah.
It's like, not in bold.
Everything's great except for no.
Yeah. Oh, but
Yeah,
you can rate in multiple locations. So Crazy Fi, I don't know about you, but we could do a video discussing some more of the guild
absolutely,
updates later. But I wanted to
absolutely.
bring it to the forefront. And another thing before we hop into the seasonal guild leaderboard, which I know
Yep.
we're all excited to talk about, but we have a growing partnership with Yomu, who's in chat. So shout out to Yomu. He approached Couchcat, and nothing's set in stone yet. Crazy Fi has just literally learned about this like a couple minutes ago, and we're partners here.
Surprise.
But Yomu is interested in sponsoring us with like tier two um, Patreon boosts in his tool, or it's not a boost, but you know what I mean. You get the tier two advantages. But for our fans here and friends who love Yomu's tool, he through on his behalf, he's allowing us to do at least 2 giveaways a month for tier one Patreon. You know the advantage. So tier one, he was throwing some numbers. It's gonna be by hours because I mean it's Patreon. So I think he said like he just threw a number like 20,000 hours or something. Again, it's in the motion, but pretty soon through Couch Cat, Yomu will be throwing up some chances for you guys to earn tier one boost. And if you're using the tool, why not? Why not trying to sign up for that giveaway and see if you like it?
Yeah.
So pretty cool. Thanks again, Yomu. We're just waiting for him to have a logo to put on our website. I know Nauri suggested using his avatar, but then it's like, what does that say to our competition when they see this glasses pixelated dude on our website, but it doesn't say what he does?
You almost said I said a month, but we'll see.
Oh, a month. Oh yeah, you know what? Let me see. Let me actually just read it. Why didn't I just read his message? He said, Couchcat is the best content creator in SimpleMMO space.
Facts.
Requirements, something like 20 plus hours at the tool. Oh, that's for us. My bad. Or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on.
Professionals right here.
Yeah, Dill, I'll sue you. What is Dill suing us now? Aloki, everyone's suing us. Alkuli, Al,
Alculimia.
Alkulimia. Welcome back. And shout out to Cutie for being here. No, there's no feet picks. What the frick? Hug Ted, welcome to the stream. Okay, let's get in. So
Yeah.
for those of you on YouTube, we're now beginning the segment for the Guild Season leaderboard. I'm going to pass it off to Crazy Fi. Yeah, I'll just pass it off to Crazy Fi, and I'm going to read
All
chat.
right. Before we start, just want to let you guys know we're on week 7 out of 8-week season. So next week will be the finals. We'll be announcing top 5, and we'll also be handing out the awards for top 5.
Which we
Um,
haven't even talked about yet.
yeah, which we will talk about at the end of this stream. How about that? We'll let you in on a little peek of what is to come for awards. Hopefully you guys will like them. Who knows?
Yeah,
Otherwise, you're just going to get them. So suck it up.
yeah. Shout out to
Um,
Tio, by the way.
yeah, huge shout out to Tio for this one. It's awesome. So let's get right into it, right? So again, top 25 seasonal guild. We started 1 February. We're finishing next week. We'll be covering that next Thursday stream. But right now we got week 7, the week before the end. Let's show the celestial tier.
Wow, that was a beautiful.
So
Holy, what a transition, dude.
what a
Here, let me get
transition.
this library music popping, so we're all just in it. Okay, go ahead,
All
brother.
right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we break this out into 5 tiers from celestial all the way down, and yeah, 5 guilds per tier. It's pretty simple. If you haven't been around, now you know. So, celestial tiers are top 5 guilds in this season. First and foremost, we have Beyblade. God dang it, Babel, the Forest, Golden Arrows. Stay in chat, sitting there pretty, and then finally some movement. We got Wolf Blood. So, few things here, guys. First and foremost, Babel, over 100 million guild EXP. Absolutely insane. I'm curious what's going to happen now with this guild update to see what the EXP is going to, blow up into. Because at this point, you don't have to worry about, at time on these tasks, right? So you could just have a lot open, and I'm sure this will help a lot of the earlier guilds. But I have a feeling we'll see an explosion of guild EXP even more. So huge shout out to Babel for crushing it. The the distance between the forest and golden arrows has maintained the same from last week to this week. It's about a 15.6 mil guild lead, guild EXP lead. So I don't know if we'll see golden arrows take over the forest because they would have to basically double the effort that they're putting in right now to be able to just, I mean, not even catch up to them at this point. But
Yeah.
S&C, dead guild, didn't move at all. So what does that mean? One, congrats to Wolfblood for taking over the 5th place. That's awesome. They've been climbing. So sweet there. Honestly, if they replicate last week's effort that we were covering now, they will easily get 4th place because they earned
Yeah.
8.5 mil from last week. So that's awesome to see. Yeah, that's my takes. What about you, Paisen?
I'm just glad I got onto the Wolfblood train, hype train last week. So Dagon, thank you for correcting my ways. Yeah, they were at the top of Legendary and they were very close. And then Bada Bing, we'll see them in Legendary, but Friendly Guild dropped off, right? And Wolfblood overcame them. And yeah, I think it's easy. It's super easy for Wolfblood to take number 4. I think GA is going to hold, of course, and that's that. But obviously, huge shout out to Beyblade. I'm guessing Wars popped and you guys exploded in EXP. So good on you. Good on you for maintaining number 1 throughout. And Forest is just a bunch of trees. Changed my mind. Yeah, very cool to see. This I'm guessing this is what we're just gonna see till the end for Celestial. Like, you can look in Legendary, which we'll see next. It's Friendly's not that far off, but if Wolfblood maintains what they're doing right now, it's not gonna come easy to knock Wolfblood back down into Legendary. Yeah, I'm stoked to see it. That's all I got.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's going to be obvious who the top 3 are. I think 4th place should be easy to tell next week with Wolfblood. I don't know about 5th. 5th is going to be a question mark. We'll see. But that being said, let's move into Legendary already.
Hold on. Dill says Beyblade beat Forest and War 13 mil EXP from that war.
That's a huge explosion.
What Dill is saying. So that's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's huge. Okay. So
Kumo, you're trapped here, bro.
moving to the Legendary tier. This is our next set of guilds, our 6th through 10th place guilds. If for those who need a little help counting, I got you. Let's go through it down. 1, still friendly, bumped down from 5th to 6th place. Heaven and Hell holding strong. Gorilla Wizards actually coming up and moving 2 places. The Knights Who Say Ye and Friendly 2 both sliding down 1 because Gorilla Wizards have moved up 2. Pretty nice. So still friendly. They earned about 3 mil guild XP from last week, right? From when we recorded the last data set. And then Gorilla Wizards, of course, like we talked about, moved up 2 points. I think they will overtake Heaven and Hell next week if they replicate the last week's worth of effort. So you have because they earned 6.6 mil from the last time we recorded the data, which is pretty big. We can see Gorilla Wizards climbing to that 7th place position by the end of it. So that's awesome. And of course, it's a bummer to see Yi and Friendly 2 slide down a little, but I think they'll stick around there. I don't think they'll have any problems for the last week.
Okay. Yeah. For one, I almost okay. It's a little feeling, but I almost feel bad for calling Gorilla Wizards a dead guild because I'm pretty sure the first 3 weeks of this seasonal guild leaderboard, I called them a dead guild.
Yeah, so, look at them now.
Super wrong about that take, but that's how storylines are kind of grown. I do want to say Crazy Fi told me to say that, so don't.
Oh, really? Now gonna throw me on the bus like that.
If is here, come on, dude, we're homies. Like
immediate ban.
To in chat said, Gorilla Wizards is a dead guild, so if you want to blame someone, but yeah, so still friendly dropped. Again, as I was saying earlier, the EXP difference isn't huge. it's going to be neck and neck with these two. But I think if Wolf is stabilizes, they're going to stay in Celestial. But Still Friendly is not far off. And I believe Still Friendly is led by Crash Sunshine, who's not a dead
Yes.
player.
Or
So
friendly, or yeah, still friendly.
yeah, Still Friendly.
Yeah,
So they're the friendly guild that actually like is doing things. So we'll
Yep.
see where they end up. Heaven and Hell, pretty stagnant. Pretty boring this whole season, to be honest with you. I wonder if they're going to come back for season 2. You know, because Easter is going to kick off.
Yep.
But will that really change anything in terms of guilds? Because Easter comes in, everyone's active again, but like the guilds who are grinding for not even just our leaderboard, but for the leaderboard in game, they don't take breaks as much as other guilds do that are
Right.
kind of like in limbo, right?
Right.
But so very stagnant. Guerrilla Wizards, Crazy Fire, I'm with you. I think if they continue, they can rise up to legendary easily. They can overtake Heaven and Hell. The Knights Who Say Ye, we haven't really seen much growth from them. In Friendly 2, same. Kind of on a downward trajectory. Yeah, they've changed places over time in the leaderboard, but nothing to write home about. So, chat, is there any Guerrilla Wizards here? Like, does anyone even know who they are? Anyway, that's all I got for legendary.
Cool. All right, let's move into the next one. I don't know what is happening with the mouse just spamming, but moving over to the epic tier. So this is the next set of guilds. First, we have Murder of the Universe, the Peaceful Crusade, the Titans, the Crimson Offensive, and Babel Bootcamp. All right, let's break this down. First and foremost, Murder of the Universe. I think we could see them move to legendary again if we like what I said for the
By
other guilds.
default?
By default, yeah.
Yeah, by default.
Like I said about the other guilds, like they gotta replicate last week's gain, right? If they do that, they earn 3 mil guild XP for the last week that we're showing now. Friendly only earned 1 mil. So there's a very if they do a little bit more than just what they did this time around, we could see them in the legendary tier. I think it's possible. They just got to work hard on it, and Friendly 2 has to not earn
they have to
as
decay.
much,
They just decay with
So,
time. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's a possibility. The Crimson Offensive is continuing their climb. If you guys remember, they came into the top 25. They moved up, 10 positions to get to the 25th place, and they moved up another 9, and now they're moving up another 2. And I think that they could beat out the Titans.
Oh
look
god.
Look at the EXP. It's so close.
Oh god. What about TPC?
Nah, I don't. Well, there's potential. They earned 2.4 mil guild EXP over the past week. So I think there is potential that they could do it, but that would require TPC to not earn their normal about 1 mil that they usually get. So if TPC earns their 1 mil, I don't think Crimson Offensive can beat them unless they really surge for the last week here.
Okay.
And then, because Crimson Offensive's coming up, Babel Bootcamp had to drop down to that epic tier. To the last place in the epic tier. So, that's my take.
Okay. First and foremost, Tio in chat says, I thought Rain Factory would be here. Well, they're not far off. And we'll talk more about that in the next bracket. But for epic, interesting. Now, they gained EXP, but we don't really see any changes. It's from what we call decay or just stagnation. So like you said, it's just going to happen. Bootcamp's going to get knocked. Crimson Offensive has just juiced their gills, okay? They are roided out powerlifters, and they will easily take Titans, because Titans has never been one for big moves.
I think they're a PvE guild.
Yeah, they're very they're PvE, and they're very stable with what they do. I think that's why TPC has been safe for so long within Epic. But I think it really depends. And this could be a season 2 thing, but I think with time, we're going to, depending on how many people step up and be more active within the guild community, like the community of guilds within this community game, I think PvE is going to be dropping to Elite. And that's my future hot take. But for now, give credit where credit's due. TPC has held on. The weekly stats showed a different story, but they're still here. They're riding that difference in EXP between them and the Titans. They've maintained this whole season, right? So good on them for that. For the Crusade. And yeah, Murder of the Universe, I think by default, I mean, Friendly 2 doesn't, like you said, doesn't make up for what they've lost. Murder of the Universe might pop into Legendary without even realizing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, we have a contender for Epic right now in the Elite bracket.
Right.
So next week could be an upset for at least this section of the leaderboard. But yeah, TBC, hold on. You've made it this far this whole season. Do not drop to the Titans, and don't let TCO come out of nowhere and slap you too. But that's all I got.
That'd be wild if they surged real hard at the end there.
Dude, I know. Sentinel, don't let King Cows see next week. Just for his heart health.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to the second to last tier, our elite tier. And this is where we see a lot of movement happening. The bottom two tiers are honestly my favorite to look at because that's where all the movement happens. And it's fun to see it. So, first and foremost, we have Rain Factory leading the charge. Midnight Rain dropping down, the Cult dropping down, Ornate Garden dropping down, and Deadly Cute moving up. A lot of PvE focus in this tier, right? Awesome job from Rain Factory. They were able to climb up 3 positions, and if they continue their grind, they could actually take the last position in Epic because they earned 2.6 mil guild EXP from last time, and Babel Bootcamp only earned I think it was a little less than 0.5 mil, so like 500k, right? In guild EXP. So they could easily take that last position in the Epic tier. That'd be awesome to see. I know a lot of people are rooting for them in our chat like all the time.
Oh, heck yeah, brother.
So good job to them. Midnight Rain continues their collapse. They actually did not earn any EXP, so they're just like step and chill. We got 2 dead guilds now on our leaderboard, which is very unfortunate.
Do not forget Cult, dude. 3 dead guilds. Do not rule out Cult for being dead, dude.
They're still earning something.
It's like one dude. It's like one dude on night shift. Like Fred won't let me leave.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think it's cool. And then Deadly Cute, they've taken over the last position in the elite tier. They've bumped up. So congrats to them. Another PvE guild grinding and making moves. So I think that's awesome to see. Yeah. So that's my take.
All right, sweet. Fred over here confirming there's actually just 2 guys. Amelia, shout to you in Rain Factory. Shout to Toast as well. And everyone else in RF. I'm a huge RF fan. I'm still waiting for my RF jersey, by the way. So if you want to send it our way over here at Couch Cat Enterprise, covering the SimpleMMO CS Challengers or Championship Series, please send us some jerseys. But I would have believed in Rain Factory since they appeared on the leaderboard and sounded cooler than Midnight Rain. I'm a sucker for Rain in a guild name from just past MMOs, and I'm glad Rain Factory has finally busted into the high end of Elite, and it's looking real good for them to go to Epic, unless Alucard says, boot camp, you better wake up. But good to see them rise. Midnight Rain is a dead guild. James, the leader, I don't know who just leaves their guild and says because what were you saying, you're like outpacing them in levels or something? I don't understand that logic. But it's just Graven over there, and he's a Romanian vampire, so there's nothing for them to do but burn. And Colt dead. Ornate Garden, sad to see. Another favorite. When they first popped up into Rare, they had a huge push.
Yeah.
And now they're kind of stalling out. I said the same thing about Deadly Cute. And Deadly Cute actually gained a position. Which is weird, because it doesn't look like it's by default. So, yeah, Elite's looking a little funky It's like again a revolving door here. Midnight Rain was on its way down. And once we get Midnight Rain and Cult out, and hopefully not OG, but we'll see who's really moving for season 2. Because I mean, I'm thinking Rain Factory is going to go up to Epic, and then these dudes will probably maintain. Maybe Deadly Q gets a position. The EXP difference here is minimal. They just need someone active to hop in, which we'll see in Rare. We'll see in the top portion of Rare. The discrepancy between that and Elite is, again, it's minimal. So very interesting. I can't really call Elite right now. I just know Rain Factory for the win. All right, that's my take.
Dude, this is probably the closest tier we have, and it's awesome. Like, first and foremost, I'm reading chat to all the people who are hating on Babel. I think you guys are just salty that you're not number 1. I'll throw it out there. Hot take.
Oh my god, hot take. They might cry about gold, but they sure know how to grind, brother.
Yeah, you can't beat that. Like they're top. They're dominated. Yeah.
No hate for Beyblade in their strategy and in their growth. But
yeah. Yeah, I actually enjoyed the Elite tier the most because there's so much movement. I think it's awesome. But let's move on to the last one. The old rare tier.
Is that true? Is Hadu in Rain Factory? They might be doomed. Because Hadu's a heathen.
Yeah.
Crazy Fi tiptoeing the line.
I'll call it the haters. It's I can call them out because I'm in a retirement guild. I have nothing to lose.
Yeah, so, we're not in the game. We're just here observing the game.
Yeah. We're on the sidelines sipping beer
just
and
wait,
wine,
though.
you know?
Wait till we have the retirement leaderboard where it's us and Midnight Rain.
Ooh, yeah. And S&C.
Yeah, and S&C. We'll be neck and neck. And probably a friendly guild, out of the 50 they have. So
yeah. All right. Last tier. We have the Russian Guild, the Solid Step, Fairy Tale, Friendly, and Knights of the Internet. Props to the Russian Guild. Prostor, I think I'm probably really butchering that name, so forgive me. But awesome job. The guild leader actually addressed the translation.
We went over
again.
That last time.
It's another translation. I don't want to butcher it. Just check out the YouTube comment from the last video, and you'll see what it translates to.
It means cupcake. All right.
No, it does not.
It's a cupcake.
We're going to get another comment. Anyways,
I'll ban it. I don't care. It's cupcake.
So props to them and Fairy Tale for climbing. They're still trying to grind their way, to some existence. There is potential that they could take over the last position in the elite tier. I mean, Deadly Q is a PvE guild, and they are not, so they have a better chance of gaining PvP. So I think there could be a fight there, which would be interesting. Fairy Tale, they were on the verge of getting knocked down from the top 25. They were in the 25th position, and look at them now. They saw that maybe, hopefully, and we're like, nah, not happening today.
Yeah.
Screw Friendly and Koi. So they climbed above their dead bodies.
Which, can you imagine at the height of our active playstyle as a guild, right? As Couch Cat was growing up.
Yep.
Koi was just like untouchable.
Yep.
And Friendly was just mega. Like just mega huge. But like in this leaderboard, it's just like you're just watching like the ghost of a former guild just collapse. So, like Koi, not to overtake your take, but like Koi, we've been watching them and Friendly, just their body just kind of like drag through the gutter. Snakes, was it Shoots and Ladders actually, like just falling down the freaking
yeah.
It's unreal.
Yeah. Honestly, there could be I say this, but I already know the answer. There could be, actually I don't anymore, so I'll say it. There could be a chance that Koi or Friendly get knocked out of the top 25 in the last week. Originally I would say that's a far-fetched idea because I've seen the 26th, 27th place, and there's a difference there, and there's not much of a grind. However, if those guilds are semi-active of some
Yeah.
sorts and have at
Like
least
on
a couple
accident.
raids, yeah, because of the new update, that could change things. There could be a risk to them dropping out of the top 25 this time,
Yeah. We've had it.
because of the new update.
We've had OG, we've had Midnight Rain, we've had these giant leaps from outside of our purview.
Yep.
Let's just crash into our leaderboard and ruin everything. So I think your take there, Crazy Five, makes sense. Like it literally could happen, and we just need these dead bodies off the board. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So with you, Russian Cupcakes climbing 2 spots, good for them. Solid Step, not moving. They've kind of been in this position for a while now within Rare. Fairy Tale just surprises me. Every time I make fun of Fairy Tale, I'm like, they're dead, but then they're not. I just don't understand. Like, can you guys decide if you're dead or not? Like one of these anime guilds that
Yeah.
someone was calling out earlier. But Rare is as much as a revolving door as Elite, and I think that's what's make it fun. That is what makes it fun, and I'm excited. If for the last week there's an upset where someone comes out of nowhere and just like blasts through Rare and ruins everything and knocks Koi and Friendly out, I think that would be that'd be a cool way to end it.
That would be
Because
wild.
we're not getting anything celestial. Like Beyblade is set, Forest is set, GA is set, Wolfblood might be 4th, but they're definitely celestial. Still Friendly up in the air, but I think our biggest movement's gonna be in the bottom 2 brackets.
For sure.
Yeah, but maybe we see Cupcakes pushing into Elite because they're literally just a couple thousand behind Deadly Cute. So it's really who's going to finish strong here.
Yeah.
We don't know. But for those of you on YouTube, because we do splice this out of the stream and put it as its own video, that is the end of the seasonal guild leaderboard.
Hold on.
Hold on. That is the overview. But if you don't tune into the VOD, you're going to miss the takes and discussion afterward. You see what I'm doing here?
Okay.
I'm trying to loop them back. The VOD watchers, I'm trying to loop you back in.
But that will be it. With a little carrot. I see it. I see it.
That'll be it for the YouTubers who only watch that segment. And now let's go. Let's move on to let's get some takes and discussion chat. I see chat blowing up tonight. Crazy Fi, you wanted to lead this off. What would you want?
Yeah.
What's some of your thoughts and notes
here?
Yeah.
I honestly week 6, I thought, okay, this leaderboard's pretty set. I have a good indication of who's going to be on this leaderboard. At week 8, I don't think there's going to be a lot of movement, except for maybe the rare tier. That was what I thought, honestly. Going into doing the work to find week 7 and getting the data and presenting it, I was like, holy crap, what just happened? Like, there's so many tiers that we could see another guild drop and then a guild break into. We've said it multiple times throughout this entire thing, from legendary and epic, the the elite to epic, and then the rare to elite. It's hard to tell who's going to be at the bottom and at the top of those tiers. I think that's really cool. I think we have an exciting race on our hands for the final week. Personally, I had this note here that I thought Koi was going to stay in the top 25. Now I'm not sure, so I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see what happens. But I'm really impressed by the Crimson Offensive's climb over this past couple of weeks. So awesome job to them. And that's interesting, Panda. Appreciate you sharing that about Crimson Offensive and Crimson Tower. Yeah, those are my first general notes. What about you?
Yeah, I'm thinking I've got some underdogs. I think Rain Factory. We should probably brainstorm while playing COD, like some like MVP callouts and stuff.
Yeah.
Like just completely copy LCS.
Why not?
And let's have an underdog, let's have X, Y, and Z, let's have a the strongest, right? So Beyblade. But like for my underdog, I'm thinking Rain Factory for what they've done so far. And it would just be an icing on the cake if they get into Epic. I also want to give credit where credit's due for TPC as a PVE guild. They've had some rocky weeks, right?
Yeah.
But you can't ignore the fact that they've maintained for PVE. Same with Titans. They've maintained Epic this whole time as PVE, and we've had people leap through and over Epic, and they've held on. It hasn't been a lot of guilds, to be fair. There's actually more guilds trickling downward, but credit to the PVE guilds that actually get some limelight here. So shout out to you. So shout out to for the Crusaders, and I don't know, what do you think the Titans say? Like for the like Teen Titans Go or something? I don't know, but shout out to them.
We,
Uh,
we gotta ask their guild leader. What's your guild saying? Your
yeah.
shout.
And then also Wolfblood. I really wish I was paying attention to them more in the beginning. So
Yep.
I mean that the replay value is actually pretty good here for shitty takes. So you can go back and be like, "Wow, I was completely wrong," and we can do that too. We can do a take a
Yeah.
shitty take video. But yeah, Wolfblood has just been this constant guild, outside of all the Celestial, the big hitters, right? But
Right.
Wolfblood has like constantly improved throughout the season. So shout out to, Days, Theron, Dagon, all of the Wolf homies making it happen. And then I would say there's a lot of heartache with this seasonal leaderboard. Never expected Heaven and Hell to be kind of just like a flop, like just boring, right? Uh, I wasn't really aware of friendlies positioning or their activity. But you got like 4 guilds on here that aren't really doing anything. So that's very interesting.
Yeah,
The,
it's
the,
pretty. Yeah, like within an 8-week span, already 4 guilds. So that is, yeah,
yeah. So it's kind of sad to see, especially of who they were. If you compare these guilds to like what they are on, the in-game leaderboard or have been, right? Because they're, that leaderboard's kind of like stale too.
right.
So sad to see that. Koi, Yi of all guilds, who used to be another big hitter, very boring this season. And then some surprises with, I would say, the Gorilla Wizards holding on, and now they're suddenly in Legendary. Like, I wasn't paying attention to them, and now they're here. And then even the bottom, we call them bottom feeders here, and it's not really that bottom, but Fairy Tail holding on. I called Fairy Tail getting knocked out within like week 4, and they're still here.
Yep.
I don't know what it takes to kill an anime guild, guys. Maybe a new season of Fairy Tail. I mean, they have like 20 spin-offs, right? I don't know. And then OG, of course. I'll end it here. For my broken heart here is OG came on strong. King Canopy, huge, fan of him, and he would be here hyping up his guild. But I mean, Elite's nothing to all these brackets compared to the guilds that are active now, which you can see there's new guilds all the time through Crazy Fight's weekly stats. There's nothing to laugh about here, but like I was really hoping for more from OG, especially after the initial push, especially in Midnight Rain as well. But guild leaders make funny decisions, that could f up your run for the whole season. You gotta really approach this as like a esports gamer. You know what I mean? you got it. Listen, you represent an org here, okay? You can't just like leave your guild and then I'll come back when there's an event. It's like that doesn't work here in seasonal leaderboard, folks. But yeah, this has been, so let's just say that this has all been experimental.
Yep.
Crazy Fi's weekly stats evolved into this, and we're hoping to do this multiple times a year. We're not going to burn ourselves out over it, but we're hoping we can do this multiple times a year, give back to those who are active and winning, and generate this conversation and have that competitiveness within the guild scene. I mean, it's obvious in Celestial, it's there, right? They're golden arrows, full of homies, right? Coming out, sticking it to those who were there before him. If we go back, to the first and second week, observing this, like GA, who would have thought? But
for sure.
Yeah, I would say Crazy Fi. I would say this was a fun experiment that definitely would love to do more of.
Yeah. I know we still have a week left, but I'm already working on plans to make this even better, because this was a first run. Like, let's see what happens and go with it. And I think everyone's enjoying this. Like, we're getting 30 viewers right now. Melon's
Hit the like
showing.
button, please.
So
Before you leave and get hungry, hit the like button. Thank you.
yeah, I think that's pretty. I think that alone is telling us that people like this type of content. Which I mean, I love making this stuff, so
Yeah.
I'm geeking out over here. But there's going to be a lot of improvements coming into the next season. I'm trying to work on a bot that's going to have everything up to date. We'll have, instead of just doing stale pulls once a week, right? We'll be doing roster changes amongst the warrior tags, a
Oh
better
yeah.
presentation of how we do this during the stream. Like, it's just going to get better from here, folks. And I love all the feedback you've been giving me and providing me. I mean, huge shout out to Ajid in the beginning when he was like, yo, you need some commas, you need some up arrows, some down arrows, some movements. I was like, dude, this is the feedback that I'm looking for. Thank you. So yeah, the more feedback you guys got, the better. There may be a little cooldown period between the seasons just so that we can prep for the next season. We'll discuss that, figure out the best way forward.
Mhm.
But I mean, there's more to come. I got a cool idea for the finalizing this season that you guys will see, like Hugged Head. Yep, some guild icons. That's a great idea too. So I'm actually gonna write that one down. But
Hey,
thank you.
Hey, put Hug's head in the farm. He was supposed to be in the farmhouse. Kumo doesn't listen.
So yeah, like there's a lot of things that we could improve on, because this was just, hey, what about this idea? And we just took off with it. So
yeah,
as we wind down, moving into the last week, into the last portion of the season, please hit me up, DM me, tag me in our Discord, in the SimpleMMO chat, like, hey, here's some feedback, or hey, here's what I would like to see for the next season. Let me know, because I'm going to take all of that and build upon what we have here to give you a better time for the next experience.
Yeah, and don't DM me. I don't want to talk to any of you. You guys stink. I see what you're saying in chat. I don't need PPs. Freaking jerks. Anyway, yeah, so I think moving forward, we'll have a intermission between the next season, and with that time, we will talk about and produce some of that content, the review of the guilds and our final take on them, of how they were in season 1, MVPs, underdogs, all that stuff. I think for sure Crazy Fi and I we won't just play COD all weekend, okay? But you can find us in the Discord server just smurfing on kids. Little Trevor's running around, you know what I mean? So we'll have that coming out. So if you love the esports stuff, if you love the competitive stuff and the simple browser based / MMO based on mobile, you're here. You're in the right spot.
Welcome home.
Yeah, but that's it for the seasonal leaderboard. Do you have some of the things you wanted to show off from TO, or do you want to just kind of like hold off on that?
Do I have them?
Yeah, because you said you wanted to show some things. Like, what were you talking about?
I don't actually have them. I thought you had.
Oh.
No, we want to talk about it. We don't have to show it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I have them in the DMs.
Yeah. So, I don't know if we actually ever covered this fully.
Yeah.
But to make sure everyone's tracking and give, still friendly a little motivation to try to break into the Celestial tier, the top 5 guilds of each season will earn an award for their placement. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th will earn an award for their placement. We will give it to the guild leaders to figure out whatever they want to do. But we have custom-made awards and descriptions that will be in-game for you guys to flaunt and to, show off and flex on all the other guilds. Huge shout-out to T.O. He made the first iteration of this.
It was his idea.
It was his idea to begin with, and we're just like, yo, would you be willing to do this? Because that is an awesome idea. And yeah, he was game for it. So huge shout out to T.O. Appreciate that. Love you, man. I think that's awesome. Moving forward, we'll do things like that for each season. Each top 5 guilds will earn something, a trophy, if you will, to
something to flaunt on their profile. So
yep.
For the whole guild. So however that works for you. But yeah, and it's a good thing that we're homies with a bunch of artists in game. You know what I mean? It's a real good thing.
Yeah.
and I'm learning too. So then it's like, I hope you like big squares. Just kidding. If I see you guys, I saw that dark by the way about Sepstop. I didn't know you wanted to get muted for a month because I would gladly mute you for a month. Shilling for another stream, you little shit. All right. Yes, thank you for. Yeah, they are cool glasses. I won't say who they are because they won't sponsor us yet, but maybe one day. Yep. But you probably didn't think you were going to get rewards for all this grinding, did you? And it's going to happen. So pretty sick. Fred, I want to mute. Yeah, go ahead. Mute them for the rest of the stream if you want.
Ridiculous.
Bro, I'm just sad. I want to chill stream after this. What's that even mean?
Yeah, Hugted. This season ends next Thursday. Well, so the data is pulled every Wednesday, right?
Mhm.
So technically next Wednesday, but the last presentation for the season will be next Thursday.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we'll have intermission, and maybe we'll reserve those Thursdays for the takes, but we'll probably we'll have more time to do the player roast, or the profile roast. So don't worry about that. I still have a list, but Thursdays will kind of like flex a little bit back to being normal. We can pull some guests on and hang out, but when the seasons are live, we want Thursdays to be guild specific. Yeah, there's a lot going on. So I don't know. Let's hang out with chat. We're actually almost at the end of this the stream.
Yeah.
We could talk all day about guilds. Actually, you know what, chat? You've all been throwing in your takes, and there's been so much. But right now, who do you have? Who's your favorite going into the final week review for next Thursday? Who is your favorite guild? And I know we've seen it. We've seen Rain Factory. We've seen Beyblade. We have not seen Midnight Rain. But who is your favorite right now for next week? That's my one question to you all tonight. Yes, Nauri says CCG. Thank you, Nauri. Thank you for believing in us. Fred says Cult. That's a dead guild. Loch Ness says Rain Factory. So not even your own guild, Loch Ness? TPC like co-leader officer, whatever the heck you are right now. Dill says still friendly is my bet. You're in still friendly, so that's good to see. Some loyalty there. Zaire says Wolf Blood. Shout out to Zaire, a wolf homie. Toast, aka Toadcart. That's the wrong name, by the way. Says Rain Factory, of course. And Fred says the best 2 old players are still in Cult. Yes. And then Keeban, who is a fellow TPC Heathen, says for the crustaceans. Thank you. Crustaceans. Kimchers, Nallery got Joe. Yes, Nallery is hilarious. Trevor says not Beyblade. Tio says Rain Factory is my favorite. James says that I haven't seen associated with Crimson Offensive. Amelia says Rain Factory, another RF homie. And Logness says we have our spot. Oh my god, throwing shade. You're saying all the you have to like feel sorry. You have to feel sorry for that? For someone else? Alcohol says I did not snitch. Okay, what? Okay, I'm not reading that. Yeah, Rain Factory over Midnight Rain. Sentinel says TPC. Like to see it. And Cutie here says depending on tasks, H&H may jump pretty good. Yeah, are there any wars popping? Will any wars pop by next week, I wonder? Or is everything kind of on cooldown? It seems like every other week, like you know, we're waiting, and then it just explodes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with this guild update, we could see a huge shuffle in this tier or each tier across all the tiers. So I think that's gonna be an interesting one. I think week 8 is gonna be weird because Mike's like, oh, you're about to end your season? I'm going to throw a wrench in it and throw in this new mechanic of how the guilds work.
Mike, can you like talk to us before you do this shit? Like, what's going on, dude?
It's like the COD where they do updates in the middle of a tournament or something. It completely changes it, or like the week before. Yeah.
Tuna says golden arrows. Good to see. Good to see. Tuna, one of the few golden arrow members ever. All right, everyone's got a favorite. It's good to see that. Trevor, you need to have a favor. You need to stop spamming down with Beyblade. All right. Why do you think you got muted for spamming sue everyone? It's just not working out for you, brother. Bleep Bloop says, I had to watch the what? Scarlet Bomb. Bleep, what are you talking about, dude? I know Bleep's in GA. All right. Cool. Cool.
Yes.
Man,
I ran out of Celsius.
I got a BJ warehouse membership because it's like $45 a
That
year.
pause, man. That pause.
Yeah, sorry. And they sell Celsius, so I might be in luck, but they don't sell the Vibe Pack.
Oh, awful.
Yeah, but I can get a bunch of Celsius. And they also sell Monster there too, which is tempting, but I've kind of left the garbage behind me, so to speak.
Monster's absolutely awful.
Yeah. Well, they had the rehab. Remember the rehab where it's like twisted tea almost?
Yeah.
Like they all taste like iced tea, like Arnold Palmer, but with like a billion ingredients that probably kill your liver.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ran out of Celsius for the week as well. So tomorrow I just have a Powerade to pick me through the day. So life sucks.
I just have water. Good old water.
Yeah, water, Powerade, salt from everyone on the retirement leaderboard. I don't know. Whatever keeps me. Monster Java, BJ sells that too, which blew my mind. The 2 flavors.
Dude, the people I work with, they just suck down Monsters and Red Bull like it's nothing. And bangs. It's just ridiculous.
The Paisen crew? Subscribe to be part of the Paisen crew? Dude, there better not be a guild in game called the Paisen crew in the future. Like, that'd be so bad.
Just be better than us.
Yeah. I mean, there's a Couch Cat guild in this other game, this other mobile game that no one plays, but that we don't play.
I have an account. Speaking of that game, I'm not going to name it yet.
Yeah.
But that game is ridiculous to sign up. When I went to sign up and register for an account, right? I put in my account name.
That sounds funny out loud, doesn't it? See a cutie?
Yeah. I put in my account name. I put in the username that I was going to go by, the password, all that. Hit register, and then I went to sign in and didn't accept. It was like wrong credentials. I'm like, what the frick? So I went and registered again. Put in my email as optional because that was optional. Put in my email and then went to register again or to sign in, and it was like credentials don't match. I'm like, what is going on? So I did this multiple times to the point where I was like, you know what? Let's see what happens here. Because normally if you request a new password or a reset password, it gives you your username in the email. So I did that, and it turns out it was saving my registration as a guest account and removing my account name. So then I reset the guest account password, signed into the guest account, and then registered while I was signed into the guest account, and I got an actual account into the game. It was so backwards. I was like, why are people moving from SimpleMMO to this game? This is awful.
Bro, just the screenshots, I'm like, this is the ugliest UI I've seen since... Wow, I can't even compare it to anything.
1994.
It's so awful, dude.
Yeah, but 500 people are playing it all at once, so it's
I'd rather play Cyber Cucumber Online with like Alucard and be like, yo, you want to farm some cucumbers?
I'd rather play that game than Cyber Cucumber Online.
Yeah. Chul, hand me the cucumbers, bro. Just like that. Did King Counts get muted too? F around and find out, brother. Time to mute TPC. Just kidding.
I don't even remember the name of the game, Ice. I think it's like Avabur or something like that. It's in our Discord. People are posted the link.
Yeah, Ice. Remember that Discord where like you used to like come and chat in, but you stopped? Nice. I'd rather play SimpleMMO in real life than that. How do you do that?
You just keep stepping.
Cow. TPC, that's not true. Dark is having emotional damage from getting muted for promoting another stream.
It's PTSD.
Yeah, you don't need to remember. That game is just, it looks bad. It looks bad.
It was interesting to play. It's definitely like a idle game, I think.
Yeah.
More
Which
so
I'm
than simple MMO.
That's like simple MMO for me right now, just quests, jobs. I actually have to do my tasks. I'm freaking out. I'm like, ooh, am I gonna finish this in a week?
Nice.
Do you Oh yeah, before everyone leaves, which some of you have, if you haven't looked yet, on our new website we have a updated schedule of our stream just on the homepage, scroll down. But Saturday we have another coffee stream with Ubi. So, and maybe Pratt asked me if he could come on, and then I haven't heard from him yet. But
You want to just show the schedule? See how cool it is?
yeah, sure. Is that me? Are you telling
I'll
me?
do it. I'll do it.
All right. But we do have a coffee stream 8 a.m. Saturday with a new format. It's going to be the same thing. It's going to be Coffee with Global. But in the beginning, Ubi is experimenting with doing some type of pixel art tutorial. So if you're a pixel artist, you'll definitely like that. And then we'll be drinking coffee and all that jazz.
Yeehaw, look at that calendar.
Here, we can do this. So this is the calendar. If you hover over icons, it shows you the date and time. Well, you see the date, but the time and the information surrounding the stream. So pretty cool stuff if you ever get confused.
And we'll continue to update it as we
and you can see
guests and all that jazz.
And you can see for today I didn't update it. So you know you can see that I didn't update it for today.
We're learning.
Yo, stop sharing this. Get this off, dude. This is slander. I knew I forgot something.
Let the record show Paisen forgot.
I freaking forgot, dude.
Yeah, that's all good.
Oh, man, that's.
I think we'll be able to sleep easy knowing that we did our best.
We did. Dude, Catchy's here?
Holy moly.
A Koi ghost. Just in time to learn that Koi's dead. Look at our stream calendar and we don't up. Mallory, stop, dude. Lockness, stop. Professional, she says.
I swear.
Crazy is the one holding it all together.
Yeah, I'm trying, you know. I'm doing my best out here.
Yo, Rogarth. Shout out to Rogarth, dude. That was a good stream.
That was.
Thank you for that interview, Rogarth. I think I'm the only one that saw you without a shirt. Yeah,
between your questionable pauses and your
fun fact when we were doing a mic check, Rogarth didn't have a shirt on, so that's how I first met him. And I was like, "What's up, dude?" No shirt.
Exposing.
Yeah, he had a jar of peanut butter from Elysium, and he was like, "What's up, dude?" Did you? Oh, by the way, so everyone's got auction. You know, everyone was kind of like auction house this, auction house that, right? Did you see Dill posted about a marketplace? Yeah, they posted a marketplace channel within the SimpleMMO Discord.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's in announcements. Yeah. It's hashtag open market, but now with forms. The goals of switching this to a form channel instead of a normal channel, blah blah blah, tags and all that stuff. So not really an auction, but now it's kind of like a better way to trade with players in the SimpleMMO Discord. Interesting. Did he take his shirt off? No, his shirt was just off. And Rogar says, "I live in Brazil. You can't expect me to use a shirt." So true, dude. I don't know if that's true or not. I've seen 90 Day Fiance and it looks true.
Oh, Dill's saying auctions can still come in the future.
Auctions can still come. Is that your way of snuffing out the competition, Dill?
Through the official means.
Yeah. TTS or boot. Left hand for TT, right hand for boot. What? Alcohol, you're confusing me of knowing terms for SimpleMMO. Logness says it's like they're taking the trade channel idea from everyone else's forms. Yeah, that's how they do it. That's how you snuff out the competition.
Yeah.
No, Alco. Oh my god, you heathen, you anime heathen. Keeban says Dill is also adding dungeons and seasons to the Discord server. That's sweet, dude.
Sounds about right.
I mean, he's been teasing it this whole time. Auction in the dungeon. Now that's an idea, says Bleep.
Welcome to my wares in the dungeon.
Uh, 1K limit on forums, and I was too worried about keeping up with the posts. All right, cool.
Well,
let's close this out. This was a nice, calm closure to another week. Again, coffee. If you want to hang out with CouchCat some more, coffee stream coming up this Saturday, 8 a.m. in the morning. So if you're in a different time zone, and you're watching this VOD, and you're like, finally, come stop by. But until then, we'll be seeing you Tuesday for regular programming. We don't know what we're doing Tuesday yet. We might talk about crafting. We might talk about whatever we can. I'll talk to Crazyfy offline. Maybe I should talk about things when we haven't talked about it yet. Hey, what do you guys want to do Tuesday?
No, just announce it. Just announce it, and we can blindside each other.
Everyone? You all just hang out? I love hanging out with all of you. Again, so one, thanks to all of our mods for being here. Surprised to see Fred here, but thank you for showing up, Fred and Tio and Keebin, and Cutie was here for a little bit. I don't think Limits was here, which is a shame. But all of our mods, thank you for what you do. Thanks to all of our friends for showing up every time we stream. I literally can't thank you enough. Thank you to anyone new here showing up for the first time. Hopefully you liked what you saw. And yeah, after this, I don't think Cutie will remember because they'll be eating. But if you want to have a discussion about today's stream in the guild update, we can make it happen in our Discord server, link down below, and in the game in the community tab under CouchCat. Stop by and we can talk about the guild progress so far. Crazyfy, is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No, I'm just excited for the last update to the season. I think it's going to be a good one. Well, I hope at least.
Yeah.
Don't disappoint us, guilds, please.
Alcool says, can you say goodnight, Alcool? Sleep well, L-U. I'm not going to say that to you, Alcool. Just unless you have to donate for that, Alcool. Jesus. Yeah, that's it. Can't wait to hang out with everyone again. Saturdays, usually, sometimes Friday night, we're streaming COD in the Discord server. So if you want to hang out, come hang out. That'll be it. Please like the video. Subscribe if you're new here. And head over to couchcatpaw.com for more SimpleMMO content. We'll see you in game. We'll see you in the Discord server. Peace out.
See ya.
Slay ya. Dude, do it. Slay ya.
See ya.
Slay ya.
See ya.
Slay ya.